Brothers, welcome back to DummyNation. Today we're going to be playing as the most requested nation in the last video, which is Mother Russia. So Russia starts off 11th best GDP, 3rd best military power, a decent amount of troops, but not a lot of friends. We're only friends with Belarus and North Korea and Cuba this time. That's very nice. We do start at war with Ukraine, but we can just execute a peace treaty with that. We don't really want to fight them right now, just because their troops are pretty strong, 13 million firepower. We could definitely win that battle, but it's kind of a matter at what cost. So let's go ahead and fix our economy, our budget, by bringing down social spending, bringing up military, and then bringing down liquidity. In fact, military doesn't really need to even be that high. 2.8% growth is fine for right now. That will increase later on. I'm going to go ahead and get 1 level in combat training, and then spend the rest in reactive armor. I'm not going to get the bonus for military research because I'm going to spend that down here on the economic research. So with that being said, we will spend some money on troops. We don't have a lot of money starting off right away, but we can get 1.5k tanks, and then we can get some commandos, some gunners, and then some rockets. Oh, and then our ideology is an autocracy. We have paramilitary, which reduce the maintenance cost. I've never really found the value in that, so let's take that all the way down. This will bring down our wealth a little bit and our firepower. Let's bring this down to like 50. I think that's a pretty good mark. So less likely that militias will oppose our country by 53%, or excuse me, 45%. I think it's pretty much worth it. So let's go ahead and do that and speed up the game to get our troops. All right, we have our defensive power. How is our military looking? Not quite funded. Let's wait for that to get all the way up. And then I think we go to war with Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan has a low military, and they're the 52nd best GDP, so definitely a worthwhile target. Although, can we get down here to Georgia in time? Maybe snake some land away from Turkey? No, we can't. A little bit unfortunate there. All right, let's go to war with Kazakhstan, knock them down, gain their economic power, add it to our own. Tajikistan's declared war on us. Honestly, I don't mind, but it's cheap enough to get an alliance with them. I don't want to fight them quite yet, so we'll just kind of work down Kazakhstan, which we do get, and then I think we kind of work our way through the other stands of Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan. They are done. Let's go into Turkmenistan. And I would love to get an alliance with China. Do they want a cheaper one? Still kind of expensive. Ooh, they really like this move though. Let's see how low we can get this. And then definitely buy an alliance with China. Yeah, 85. Totally get an alliance with China. That's going to help out a lot. Afghanistan is very weak. But I hate going in Afghanistan. It's not worth it. You guys are attacking Turkmenistan or Tajikistan. So let's join in there. We actually didn't finish up Uzbekistan. So let's get back over there. Is there any land I want from Afghanistan? You know what? We can get a little bit of economic zones by attacking over here. So let's do that with this group. Ooh, Pakistan's going down. Let's just finish up going through Afghanistan. Oh no, we got cut off by China at the last second. That's okay because there is one target I really want, which is New Zealand. They have 3 million firepower. I think we can absolutely crush that with our 45. So let's get down here and grab the economic power that is New Zealand. All right, New Zealand's done. We're making 280 right now. We are the 8th best GDP right now. First strongest military power. We could go into Africa and get some holdings there. I honestly don't know if that's worth it for us right now, just because we don't have a lot of ties with the rest of the world, and I'm afraid that if we do too many aggressive moves that we're going to get kind of in a bad situation. Iran, we were waiting on an alliance with them to see if it would go cheaper. It's going down. Let's see how low this gets. If it goes below 100,000, I think I'll buy it. Okay, by waiting, this is a pretty cheap alliance. Let's go ahead and get an alliance with Iran. We've got $1 million in the bank, so let's recruit another 1,000 tanks. That's going to increase our firepower. Taking a look at our military, though, we have actually a pretty good amount of tanks. We definitely need to bump up our militias a little bit more, especially our commandos, which are going to be our frontline units. Ukraine ate Belarus. Don't like that, but I don't think it's worth going into because Ukraine has the 48th best GDP. Yours is the 23rd and essentially the same. So if we're going to make a move, I think it'll be on them or maybe Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria just bumped up theirs. So I think we just kind of wait for somebody else to make a move before we really necessarily do it ourselves. Oh, and we have 10 points. So let's get that first cheapness into economic research and start going down. Probably smart taxation first, 4.1. So we'll wait on that and then just keep buffing up our military in the meantime. Japan. I'm going to need you to get all the way off my back about this. Ooh, we can't get an alliance with Japan? I think we're going to have to fight down Japan. Let's get over here, see if we can piecemeal at least a little bit of their army. No. Japan, who are your friends? A lot. And honestly, not that many. Not that many strong ones. Brazil's probably the only one we're going to have to buy off. 15 million. You know what? I think the economic gains of attacking Japan are going to be worth it, so let's do it. This will knock us down pretty substantially, but the amount of money we're going to make after we take out Japan is totally going to be worth it. Greece will just fight you down. We're almost done with this. Greece. Norway, though, you have a pretty substantial army. 8.7 million. Okay. Let's just gather everybody. Tell them to move down here together. Brazil. Can I buy you off? Yeah. Get Brazil out of here. China. We lost our alliance. We'll wait for that to go down. They're just mad that we attacked Japan. Let's get 1 million worth of rockets out there. Knowing that we're going to have to fight a lot of the free world. Military power dropped pretty substantially to 32, but we're making 1,000 now. So overall, I would still say this is a pretty worthwhile move. We get a level of smart taxation. Let's start bumping that up. And after that, we're the third strongest GDP, third strongest military power. So we basically traded 2 levels of military power to move up 6 spots in GDP. I think that's worth it. I saw Bangladesh was getting attacked. They won their fight. Okay, so they're still pretty strong. Still have a little bit of left of Japan to get over, but we'll quickly kind of march through them, get their overseas holdings, and then call it a day. Okay, we actually wiped Japan, so that's at least nice, but we accidentally attacked China because I thought part of their territory was Japan, so that's a huge L for us, but this will eventually go down as long as we don't make any big moves, but we're in a bad spot right now from that little misclick. We can also get another level of smart taxation. Let's keep bumping that up. Okay, I think this time we go to war with Ukraine. We'll just start knocking down their groupings of people. See if we can get them split. What's that put us at? 23? Yeah. Latvia's declared war on us. We're not going to piece them out. We'll fight them too. They don't have a lot of military. So an unfortunate war with Ukraine, but I think at this point a necessary one. All right, Ukraine's defeated. We walk away. Now, the third best GDP still, 6th best military power. So lost a little bit of military power, but we're still mostly fine. India, you were at one point a cheap alliance. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get an alliance with India just for something. We lost our alliance with Iran. We can buy that one back. And how does the rest of the world view us? Pretty garbage, pretty garbage. But we're making 1.77, so all's not lost. Mexico and Brazil are fighting. Mexico is very weak. Let's go ahead and jump over to Mexico. They have, I think, the 11th best GDP. Yeah, and like no troops. All they have is rockets, and they're currently in a war with Brazil. Yeah, they still have them, but let's get over there and fight that. Yeah, okay. Head home. 7th best military power. Traded a lot, but now we're making 2.77. We're about ready to get another level of smart taxation. Boom, we can get that out of the way. So now's our point where we just save and build. Yeah, there we go. Big cheap alliance with China. Let's get that back. And now our defensive power is 471. So I don't think too many people are going to want to mess with us at this point. So now we have the freedom just to hang back, build up our military, and wait for somebody else to make a move. Although Nigeria doesn't have troops. Ooh, let's get down there. Germany looks like they did all the work already. So we can really kind of push through and grab a lot of Nigeria's land for free. Nigeria, go. Okay, economic zones we got to push for are up. Let's get up. Let's try and actually block Germany from getting any more land. There we go. Most of Nigeria is going to be ours. We're now making 3.96 and we haven't even finished them. Ooh, that bodes very well for us. All right, Nigeria's done making 4.0 a tick. Head home, boys. We did our job. And we finish up smart taxation. Boom. And then I think we start working down self-sufficient economy to try and get up to welfare state. Ooh, China's going for Mongolia. Can we get over there in time? Maybe. Go ahead and also get about 8,000 more tanks. We're trying to get up to about 20. I think it's kind of a reasonable number. Azerbaijan's getting eaten up, though, with my walking through my territory. Let's try and get these last little bit of commandos, and then let's jump into grab Azerbaijan. It's a pretty easy target. 48th best GDP at this point is definitely worth it for less than 1K. Troops? Yeah. Now, this will put us at war with Turkey, but we can definitely buy off Turkey, so I'm not too worried about it. Boom. All right, let's head home. Turkey didn't even get involved. Wonderful. We're still far behind China, but we're growing at a much higher rate than they are. United States is growing at 4.13% right now, so it's not something we can realistically catch up with, but at the end of the day, I'm okay with it. Let's start investing in rockets. Let's try and get these guys to 10K. Things are looking good. Yeah, things are looking pretty good, all things considered. But then you have to kind of also think about, hey, the rest of the world really doesn't like us. So we're going to have to fight down everybody. Like Germany, what would it cost for an alliance with you? Ooh, actually really cheap. Let's get that. France, 36 million, not possible. United Kingdom, pretty expensive. Okay, well, at least we have a friendship with Germany. Ooh, Algeria doesn't have troops. Tell me about your diplomacy, though. Mauritania and Lebanon. Jordan, UAE, Tunisia. You know, honestly, these guys are typically really easy to buy down. Can we fight Algeria? Do we have... No, we don't have a land border with them. We could fight in through Morocco, potentially. Everybody else is... You know, let's just jump in here. Let's get Morocco. Ooh, cheap alliance with the United States, absolutely. And what do we want to spend our 18 million on? Probably more commandos. Like, it may seem like we have a lot, but at the end of the day, you really want a lot of commandos. You basically want to spend twice as much as you do on everything else on commandos. Egypt's declared war on us. Can we peace out with Egypt? Yeah, that's pretty cheap. There we go. All Morocco's gone. Algeria. Do you have any economic zones worth fighting for? Not really. Mauritania doesn't have any troops, though. Let's go into Mauritania. And let's go into Algeria as well. We'll just get a little bit of landmass for ourselves. Ooh, Brazil is really weak. 8th best GDP. Who would we have to buy off? Australia, maybe? Indonesia? India is our ally. I mean, yeah, this is going to anger a lot of people, but that might be worth it. So you mostly have your army wrapped up in tanks, which we counter really well with our rockets. Maybe we get a few more rockets out there. As we know, Brazil doesn't have a lot of money. We have 7.5, or a lot of troops. We've saved about 7.5 to potentially buy off their allies because they do have a lot of friends. But I think the gains from grabbing it is going to be worth it. So let's head down here and pick a fight with Brazil. Okay, who all declared war on us? A lot of people. Let's get Indonesia, Spain, and India out of that. Ooh, who are you? Thailand? Yeah, don't need to fight you. That's really cheap to get you out of here. Ooh, you gained some troops? Hold on. We'll bring this army over. Help fight down this army of tanks. Greenland's also here. Go away. Dude, I'm still going to war with the Bahamas after this. They just keep sending troops down. They barely have anything themselves. Do you have any friends? Brazil. China kind of likes you, but China likes us too. And we're friends with China. So I think that's a worthy investment. Ooh, but Iran lost our alliance. They're the 18th best GDP. Let's finish up with Brazil and go into Iran. All right, then that's them gone. Let's gather all of our people and get ready to fight Iran. Now, Iran's got some friends. They're friends with China. But we're still allied to China. China's actually kind of weak right now, too. They just have a lot of foot soldiers. I think we can take down Iran. Let's save up a little bit of cash just to make sure that we can buy off people if need be. But Iran's definitely going to be a good target. Now, looking at their economic zones, we want to push over here. So let's launch our attack seaborne right here and then make a strong push into Iraq. Anybody declare war on us? No. Ooh. United States is kind of indirectly fighting Egypt. This could be a good one to jump on too. Let's keep an eye on this. Yeah, Egypt's really weak right now. They're the 20th best GDP. That's definitely worth jumping into. Let's grab all of our soldiers and move over to Egypt. Egypt's declared war on us. How funny. Let's go right there. And declare war on Egypt ourselves. Sudan's declared war on us. India's declared war on us. That's one we need to buy off. That's cheap. Sudan, I'm honestly going to buy off as well. Don't need to fight you either. Bring you over. All right, that's Egypt gone. Let's go ahead and head home. How are we doing right now? Second best GDP, third best military power. China is ahead of us on military power. Most of their troops are wrapped up in foot soldiers, though, so I'm not the most worried about it. Second is the United States. They have a lot of tanks, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. So we are just kind of taking this moment. I think we invest a little bit more into rockets. We have 40 million in the bank. We're just making so much right now. I want to get the rockets probably up to 20, and then the tanks up to 30, and then probably about 5 million foot soldiers, 2.5 million rockets, and I think that would be a pretty good army composition. Okay, let's finish up self-sufficient economy, which will open up welfare state. We can start going down that, which will increase the spending that we have on population growth by 35%. which is going to help fight inflation by bringing down our GDP per capita, which will help out a lot. So we'll just keep spending money for right now. What do we have? We need about another 3,000 tanks. We can get 4, or rockets, excuse me. We need to get about 10k more tanks. That will be the expensive one. And then we'll start investing in our militias. Dude, making 48 a tick is so nice. After playing Lesotho, I cannot express to you how wonderful it is to play as Russia. Starting out so strong, not even having to attack China to be making this much money. Oh, are we better? Yeah, we're better GDP than China. We took their place. Let's go. Still growing pretty strong. Not as strong as the United States, which is fine. I don't really mind that. I prefer to take this time to build up our military so that when we start going ham on people, we can do it at a point where they're at a weakened state and that we... Oh, buddy, we lost our alliance. Buy that back. That we can just kind of roll through the rest of the world. Your military is mostly... We can really combat South Korea's military. What's your diplomacy? You're friends with a lot of people. At this point, everyone's going to be friends with each other. So I think we just invest a little bit more in our militias, and then we get ready to make a strong push against Korea. All right, 8.2, boom. Let's spend all of our money on foot commandos. Ooh, China took out... Can we relax? Yeah, let's get that out of there. China took out Saudi Arabia. I think we get down there and make a push for that. Israel declared war on us. I think we can... Yeah, I think honestly it's not worth fighting them for. Like, they were weak. I had a moment of hesitation because I thought about, what if we just go into Israel? But at the end of the day, I don't think it's worth it. It's definitely not worth fighting Sweden. It's definitely not worth fighting India. We'll just buy back the alliance with India so they stop bothering us. Okay, send everybody home. And buy as many tanks as we can get. Another 6,000. Boom. All right, we have our military. Let's take on South Korea. South Korea. Ooh, they've been really weakened. Is that all their military? Oh, dude, this is going to be a cakewalk. That was so quick. Oh, that's real nice. That's real nice we got that. I'm sure a lot of people declared war on us. Really just Italy and Luxembourg. Buy that off. Luxembourg, you can fight me, bro. 8th best GDP is mostly free other than having to buy alliances in France. Maybe we go into France right now? See if we can buy off everybody? We're strong enough to fight people if they don't want to accept our alliance. But I think going into France would be a big coup for us. Honestly, Spain's cheap too. Maybe it's time we just fight down... You know what? France probably has more consolidated borders. I think Spain's more of a global empire at this point. No, they really aren't. They've got 3 territories. I think Spain would be the better option. Because Spain is the 6th best GDP, where France is the 10th. France has gotten some troops back. 9 million firepower versus 8. Let's fight Spain. Okay, UK. Buy. Who's all declared war on us? Estonia. Canada will buy off. The Netherlands will buy off. Belgium. Hungary. Here's some more people. Let's see, figure out how much expensive it's going to be. If it's under 100,000, I'm just going to buy it. Ooh, United States, though. Buy that back. Can we get our alliance back? No, not quite. How would we do? Didn't lose too much. Let's invest a little bit more in commandos. All right, Spain's been defeated. Now making 142. First in GDP, 3rd in military power. United States and China are probably the culprits. Yep. Get an alliance treaty with you. It's a little bit expensive, but I think it's worth it. We lost our alliance with you. Buy that back. So that goes over our gold. But hey, we got the alliances out of here. Get another level of welfare state. We're at it too. And just hang out. Our best bet is probably fighting China, but I don't want to really engage one of the big superpowers until we're very close to victory. I want to see if they'll do something first. Because right now we're growing at 4.13. United States is growing slightly faster than us, so they'll probably retake first place, which we're not the most worried about, in all honesty. Give me another... Let's replenish our rockets, though. And just kind of play the waiting game a little bit. I think bumping up our research right now in a peacetime scenario is worthwhile. So we'll try and kind of power our way through some of these economic things, get our economy going up a little bit higher, so that by the time that we do have to fight somebody, we will be a little bit more well equipped. I did see that right. Hold on. Let's get this. Get a lot of foot soldiers. And if China's still weak by the time that these are done, let's go into China. Oh, but we can finish up welfare state. Huzzah. We need 8 more points to get economic stimulus, and I would really like that. So let's start working down remittance. And then let's fix our economy a little bit. We'll bring down social spending a lot so we can bring up military spending. We'll bring down R&D to keep our economy still going. But we're getting ready for a war with China, so I actually kind of want to increase this. 3.8 I think is good. Let's get ready for that big war. We have almost a G in the bank. That'll give us another 7,000 tanks. Let's get those out there. China has a current firepower of 264. Ours is 267. But we're much more well equipped to fight China because most of the military is wrapped up in foot soldiers. They don't have a lot of tanks. Our tanks are going to counter them pretty well. We have 38,000. So let's get over and get ready to fight this war with China. Now, they still have 130 some kicking around somewhere. They're fighting somebody else at the current moment. Actually, don't know who they're fighting. I can't see. But this is a great opportunity for us to just jump in and grab all of China. They might have been fighting India, because India's taken some land away from them. I saw the big army go down south. We'll buy off Thailand. No need to fight you. Actions. Never mind, we won't. Here comes part of their army. Bring everybody together. There we go. How much do they have left? Still about 122 million firepower. Yeah, fortunately for us, it's split. So that means we can really grab a lot of territory. They're invading us somewhere, which they're down there. Good. China's kind of fighting India. They're prioritizing India over ourselves. The United States is here. I'm actually going to get a little bit more confident and split our armies to try and capture more land quicker. And I'm going to try and just block the United States from grabbing too much territory by heading up north really heavily, prioritizing those movements so that they get locked with what they can grab and I can get most of it for myself. And then down here, let's do the same. Let's start pushing over towards India. Basically, the United States is in second place. And if we allow them to get more territory, it's going to be harder and harder to entrench them from first place. There we go. United States is blocked from entering most of China. Now, China obviously has a lot of overseas territories that are kind of up for grabs at this point. But I'm pretty happy with where, with the territories that we're going to be grabbing. Let's take a look. We're at 65%. Oh no, we're at 60%. So the United States is getting real up there. They're still pretty strong though. Wait, is 49 million firepower? Never mind. We've got 190. If we get our rockets up a little bit more, I think we could take them. Because if we could take down the United States, we'll win the game. And I honestly think we just need to take down the mainland. So the United States has 37k tanks. We've got 25k rockets. We have 600 million in the bank saved up to try and buy off the big people that we don't want to fight. But I think it's time we go in the United States. I think if we take mainland, we win the game. We're at 59%. They're at 66. So I really think that's possible. I don't even think all their military is here. Yeah, not all of it's here. So we'll be able to crush this and then crush the secondary bit when it comes. Yeah, so they have 5 million left. Let's split and try and get this done quickly. France, Germany, United Kingdom. Okay, we know United Kingdom's still strong. France, Germany. We can get Germany out of here. Was it Sweden? Yeah, a lot of people want a G. Okay, so new plan. Keep everybody together and just roll through the United States. We can take solace in the fact that we were able to keep Germany out of this, but everybody else still is not friendly with us. Turkey, no. But we can fight down everybody at this point. I'm just trying to limit the amount of people that can attack us. So we could potentially go through this quicker. But at this point, I don't think that's really an option. We're just going to have to fight our way through. POV Red Dawn. True. North Dakota's still surviving? Yeah, they're thriving under a Russian rule. They're loving it. Just ask any of the people with a gun pointing out their head. They love it. Honestly, I think we could easily collapse on Germany right now and just get the win. India's invading me. Yeah, let's just collapse on Big Papa Germany real quick and get the win. I think that'll get us 10%, right? Germany's at 9.77. Yeah, close enough. Okay, everybody's actually okay with me attacking Germany. They just hate the fact that I'm attacking the United Kingdom. But there's nothing you can do about it, peasants. Indonesia's invaded us. Don't care. We're at 99%. Almost there. Come on. Just a little bit more effort. Put your back into it. Yes. Hey. Russia strong. Let's go. But thank you for that recommendation, guys. It was a lot of fun. If you have a nation you would like me to play that is not a micronation landlocked, put in the comments down below. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made this far in the video. If you have made this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.